Hi, I'm Ann, and welcome to Brain Candy here at the Candy Factory. Today we have Jason Mundok. Jason, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me on Brain Candy.
Excellent. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm the co-founder of a new media company called So Good Media, along with Ann. We are an in-house media production company right here at the Candy Factory. Personally, I have a background in audio production and music composition and recording, and I'm also a software developer. I develop custom business applications.
Excellent. So today you're going to be talking about podcasting,
Yeah.
which I think is a great topic because we have a lot of members who are dabbling in podcasting. I know that there's a lot of people in my network who are also considering
Absolutely.
starting a podcast. So we're going to be talking about 3 things that you need to consider before you start a podcast.
Absolutely. Or if you have a podcast and you just want to take it to the next level, consider these 3 tips. The 3 tips are making sure that you're recording your audio separately. We'll get into that in a second. Make sure you have good quality microphones, and consider your environment. That's the 3rd tip. Just make sure you're recording in a space that's conducive to audio recording.
Excellent.
You ready to get started?
Yeah, please.
Here we
So
go.
step number 1.
Step number 1 is recording your audio on separate tracks. So you want to use a recording device that allows you to record each voice separately so that you can mix those later. If the volume's too low or the volume's too high, after the fact, you can make those adjustments in what we call post-production. So what I recommend is the Zoom H6. The Zoom H6 is a handheld device. It allows up to 4 microphones to record at one time. You can plug the microphones into these inputs right here. You can turn on whichever microphone that you want to record. You put an SD card in, you hit record, and that's it. That's it. It's simple. Make your adjustments. Make sure that your levels are good. Make sure that you can hear everything with a set of headphones. I use these Lix Pro headphones. We're going to link to all this stuff
In the show notes.
Yeah.
And the great thing about the Zoom recorder is how portable it is.
Super portable. A lot of field recorders use this. These are folks who go out and capture found sound in the community or in nature. It's a great device. It runs about $350. But the takeaway is that when you take the SD card, put it in your computer, you'll have a separate audio track for each of these microphones. And I'm using the equipment that I'm talking about today so you can hear it. So you can hear how good it sounds.
Excellent.
Tip number 2 is good microphones. Now, there are a plethora of microphones on the market. What I like to use in podcasting in a big room is a standard Shure SM58 vocal mic. This is an industry standard music vocal mic. So if any concert that you've been to in the last 50 years, chances are the vocalist was singing through a Shure SM58, a rock concert, right? A lot of wireless mics and stuff like that, of course, now, but you know, when you think of a classic rock band. The Shure SM58's been around forever. It's a workhorse microphone. And the thing about it is it's very directional. So that's why I say if you're in a big room, you want to use a microphone like this because it's not going to capture the whole room. It's just going to capture what you're speaking and, you know, the voice that's closest to it.
And what would this run?
What's that?
Like this mic?
The microphone's about $100.
Okay.
You can
not
usually
bad.
buy packs, like 2 or 3 packs, and they might give you a little bit of a discount. Standard XLR cable goes into our H6, and these windscreens are separate, but windscreens are super important for P-pops.
Okay.
So you want to avoid P-pops, so you put on a windscreen. And then these tabletop mic stands work really great. You can actually raise it up to about right here. They're perfect for podcasting. The only thing I warn you about if you're using tabletop mic stands is setting cups down. So you have to be conscious of that. You can also use this boom mics and that, or mic stands and that sort of thing. But for this purpose, tabletops work just fine. Again, standard headphones, plug right into the H6. Here's your microphones. Check
Excellent.
it out.
So what's the 3rd?
3rd tip is your room, the environment that you're recording in, right? So a lot of times people just pop microphones down on a table and that's it. But if you walk into a room and you speak to somebody or you talk to yourself, like I do often, if you can hear an echo, if the room sounds live, if you can hear reverb, guess what? Your microphone's also going to hear that. So you need to be very well aware of it. Now here at the So Good Media Studio, we have a sound-treated ISO room. It's great for voiceovers. Not everybody has that luxury, right? Find a room that feels quiet to you. Find a room that when you say something, you don't hear your voice bouncing back. Again, why I like to use these directional mics is we can be in a big space like our studio here, and the sound quality is still excellent because the microphone is only picking up right in front. Don't be afraid of the mic, right? So if I'm going to throw a bonus tip in, advise your guests and take this advice, be up on the mic. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be back like this because the further back you are, the more the audio is going to bounce off the walls. And that audio is going to come into the mic as well. So you want to avoid that. 3 tips.
Excellent. 3 easy tips. Technically, the equipment, $399.
About $350 for this. The mics are about $100 each. Some of the accessories. So you're talking about between $600 and $700.
Okay.
And you've got a really good sounding podcast.
Now, if you come to the Candy Factory, you gain access to all this kind of equipment, right?
That's right. So this is the exact same equipment that we use and our members get to access when they come and join the Candy Factory. So you don't have to buy anything.
Excellent. Well, thanks for sharing your tips today.
It's great to be here.
Thanks, Jason.